Day 2 of the 2012 ACC Women's Basketball Tournament is complete from the Greensboro Coliseum. And what a day it was. Thrilling, scintillating, sensational, exhilarating. We had it all right from the beginning of the day. All 4 games, and we'll start with the first, and it's North Carolina and Georgia Tech. Ty Marshall on the drive with 21 points for the Yellow Jackets. But North Carolina hung tough. Brittany Roundtree has a chance to win it on the final shot. But it's Georgia Tech that survives with the 54-53 win. Look at the celebration by the Yellow Jackets. And their head coach, Michelle Joseph, moving on to the semifinals for Georgia Tech, the number 4 seed. Second game of the day made history. NC State and Duke. Chelsea Gray, 25 points, a career high, 10 of 17 shooting. Bonet Holston with 16. Marissa Kostanek with 16 and a couple of threes for NC State. And then Trisha Liston, back-to-back threes. We've got a 2-point game inside of a minute to go. Chelsea Gray on the line. Chance to tie with free throws. She comes up empty despite that career-high 25 points. Kelly Harper and the Wolfpack celebrate. It's the first time ever the number 9 seed ousts the number 1 seed Duke, 75-73. Game 3, Wake Forest and Miami. Another upset is brewing. Chelsea Douglas, number 5, 18 points for Wake Forest. But the big stars from Miami showed up. Raquana Williams, 22 points. Shanice Johnson inside, 18 points. But the D was there for Wake. Look at him go. Off the defensive play on the break, Lakivia Boykin, 16 points. Don't forget the double-double from Sandra Garcia. 14 points and 10 rebounds. Wake Forest hangs on and wins it. 81-74, the 3rd time in school history that they move on to the semifinals. And the final game of the night, a dominating performance by Maryland and the player of the year, Alyssa Thomas. The steal, drops it off to her teammate. Thomas just did it all from all angles. 18 total points, 7 of 13 shooting, 4 of 5 from the line. Alyssa Thomas, the only first-team all-conference selection to move on to the semifinals. 70-58, the number 3 seed advancing against the number 6 seed. Here is the bracket. 11 a.m. ESPNU, the semifinal between Georgia Tech and NC State. And then at 1:30, it's Wake Forest and Maryland. And for their thoughts on those semifinals, here's Mike and Debbie.
All right, Debbie, let's talk about that first semifinal. My thought is NC State somehow finds magic every time they come to this building.
I'm telling you, Kelly Harper has pulled the right strings with her team because they play hard and they're tough, and they're going to go against a team that duplicates that in Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is up the line, aggressive, and NC State's going to have to spread the floor, find ways to score backdoor. The battle of the paint inside and trying to defend Sasha Goodlett, who did not have a great game today. If she has a big-time game, she'll be tough for NC State to deal with.
Now, in the second game, Wake Forest playing Maryland, I think it's going to be tough for Wake Forest to score 80 points again. Maryland's going to be favored in that game.
I think Wake's best chance to score with Maryland is to be able to make it up-tempo. And then Boykin and Douglas are going to have to be able to make plays in the open floor, Mike. If they can do that, they might be able to stay with Maryland. But this, I've said that Maryland, I thought, was the best team in the ACC because of their balance and their versatility, the way they play defense, and, of course, the way they rebound allows them to play any tempo they want.
It has been one of the most amazing days we've ever experienced at the ACC tournament. Should be a pretty good weekend as well.